Person, as a good person that I can see you are,
Okay.
you're just saying that. Let me just finish, okay? Like, I'll listen to you, you listen to me, we keep this conversation respectful, all right? You know that a human being is not your property, right? And when you beat somebody,
you know that a human being is not your property. Is not even 7 seconds after he start talking. You know that a human being is not your property. People, did you hear it? A Muslim Abdul saying that you know that a human being is not your property. Muslims, did you hear your brother saying what he just said? I want to hear it again. It's not even 5 seconds in the beginning of the video. And this is a video posted by him, not by us. It's called Hot Debate, Justice in Islam and Christianity. What you just said, a Muslim who follow Muhammad, the slave buyer and seller, the one who owned thousands of slaves, the one who beat his slaves, and we will show you the proofs. Even he beat Muslims. The man who beat women, the man who sell women, the man who kidnap women, the man who enslaved nations, tribes. You are saying to this Christian women, you know that human being is not a property. Say it again.
person, as a good person that I can see you are, you're just saying that. Let me just finish, okay? Like, I'll listen to you, you listen to me, we keep this conversation respectful, all right? You know that a human being is not your property, right? And when you beat
Look at this coward. Who is going to, how many Muslims will be laughing at you? How many Muslims will be saying like, you idiot, you stupid, you made us look like a joke? So what is the word in the Quran which appear almost in every chapter? Where it says, your right hand on. I did not even watch the video yet. You see, I saw this video, it says justice and etc. So I said, okay, let me click and see what he's saying. I did not even start, I did not watch the rest. Not even 2 seconds, you donkey. And you are saying to the women, you know that a human being is not a property. Do you see how many verses in the Quran it says a human being is your property? Endless. Coward, potato, a burqa boy. Because you are wearing a burqa in USA, claiming that Islam does not teach that a human being is a property, you say to her that you know that we don't have a human property. Huh? Huh? In chapter 4, verse number 24, it says, forbidden for you free women. They are married. But you can have sex and you can rape your right own hand property. You know that a human being is not a property. And by the way, the verse you quote for us doesn't say that. This is about a servant. If we go to the video, guys, just to show you how stupid this guy, but you know, they are smart when they speak, oh, this is the guy from ISIS in the burqa. Praise be to Allah. By the way, I will be online later afternoon. This will be about Israel and the Temple of Mount. So if you'd like to join us. So if we go to his video, wait, hold on, I need to take a commercial break. commercial break is a must. You know, we have to make a commercial break, and what we can do.
These idiots, they are untrained, ignorant people. They are untrained, unqualified, ignorant, arrogant individuals, arrogant nincompoops. They have no integrity. They are utter fools, ignoramuses. Just listen to them and you know that they are utter jahil. So do you understand why it is insulting for someone like me to have to get involved with such a crowd? I have nothing to do with these cretins whatsoever.
Uh-oh. Sorry, this is the end of the commercial break, you know, and I hope you understand the situation. We are trying to sell Islamic, because Muslims, they say we insult and we call names. This is their big sheikh, the guy who have a PhD degree, saying that the Quran have holes. All religion have holes, don't you see? I mean, you try to cover it. You say to them, don't ask me those questions online, you idiot. Those questions only for private, between us in the bathroom. Okay, the end of the commercial break. All right. So here he says in the book of Exodus 21, let us go there and laugh about his claim. Exodus Now you understand why the Chinese, they said he lived as a donkey, never come back as a horse? Do you understand the situation, brother? You know that a human being is not a property? Will we agree? Obviously, you are a certified idiot, and you will not know what you are talking about. In the Old Testament, a human being, a Jewish person, he offered himself or even a member of his family to pay for a debt, like borrowing money, to be a servant. The name they use is a slave, but the maximum will be for 7 years. And when you say that this is the law of God, again, you are showing us that you are stupid, certified stupid. Isn't you Muslims? You see that the Muslims is really funny. The Muslims, they accept that God, he gave Moses the 10 Commandments. That is the law of God. God, he wrote law for Moses, the 10 Commandments. Moses is a leader. He have a law for his nation too. Detailed law. Even about how to go to the bathroom. Where to do it. This is not God. So when an idiot like you come to someone like us, we laugh at you because of your stupidity. Now we go to the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse number 22. And notice here with me that those Muhammadan, they want to show you only a verse, but he will not show you the chapter. When you buy a Hebrew servant, how you buy the servant? Somebody, he owns somebody money, he cannot pay it. Well, you have to work for him. The maximum between 6 years, in the 7 years, he shall go free. You coward, you lie, you say he is a property. Have you ever heard of a property is temporarily property? If he come by himself, he shall go by himself. Do you see it? He offered himself to be a slave or a servant. So you coward, you jump. Verse number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number, and you go to 20. Do you know why? Because you are wearing the burqa in front of that woman. You are the one in the burqa. You don't dare even to be a man and read the chapter for her. And even the verse there, it says, and if a man he do beat his servant or his maid, he should be punished. Stop. Is it true that Umar ibn al-Khattab and your prophet and the companion, they used to beat their slaves. Let us find the hadith. He did beat a woman. For what reason? For wearing hijab. For what? She was wearing a hijab. And because she was wearing a hijab, he did beat her. And he said to her, why you are wearing a hijab? And the women, who they are slaves, captured from their husbands and their family. And you coward, you said to her, you know that women are not a property. He said to her, why you are wearing hijab? And you are a slave. Are you a free woman? She said, no, I'm not a free woman. So he did beat her, and he said to her, are you trying to look like a free woman? Am I lying, potato? This is the hadith. And what make it more funny, that the Muslims, they force their slaves to wear nothing, no burqa, no cover, so men, they can chase them, but they don't chase a free woman. And he said to her, are you making yourself equal to the free women? You filthy. Let us go to Google Translation, because this is not in English. This is the hadith, and it is sahih. Hey boy, burqa boy, the da'if burqa. This is your Islamic website, Ad-Durar Sunniya, durar.net, very well known Islamic collection of garbage. Let us translate, and I will post the link for everybody. Let me copy the link first. We will translate to English. As you see, this is the Muslim website. The translation is kind of funny, you know, it's not right. You know, this is English Google translation, but I will do my part, and you can use Google translation. So he saw a woman. Did you become free when he saw her not wearing something over her head? She said no. So he hit her in her head. فَضَرَبَ رَأْسَهَا. Actually, maybe it's better to use Google translation. Hold on. Better than doing this, because maybe sometimes Google translation do better if you copy the text. Let us do this. I will copy everything here, including the grade, as you see in the front of your eyes. Copy. And now we will go to Google Translation. Omar saw a slave dressed in a robe. The translation is not good. Jilbab is kind of, no, but it's not really a robe. Anyway, and he said, are you free? She said, no. Where is the rest of translation? I don't know why Google is eating it. Let me make it more small parts. Hold on. Let us copy this part only. For some reason, Let us do it again. We will copy a smaller. But anyway, the hadith is sahih, is correct, is authentic, as you see in translation. So let us do it again. We copy a portion of it, not all of it. We will copy only the hadith, not the rest. I don't know why is not translating the rest. Because here it says, فَضَرَبَ رَأْسَهَا حَتَّى أَلْقَتْهُ. Let us take this part. This part is not showing. So because she is not a slave, she is not free, and she is covering her head, not showing her boobs. And I will show you actually, it says that they used to have their breast flying in the front of them. He hit her head until she threw it away. She threw what? The hijab. So this coward is telling a Christian woman, do you know that human being is not a property? When his religion consider human being a property, and actually all the African slaves in USA, they came captured by the Muslims in North Africa. Go and read history. And their prophet, he owned thousands of them. And he raped thousands of them. And he killed. But in the video, the burqa boy, he was wearing the burqa of taqiyya. So do you see why he is so upset? He tried to insult me, but it's not working. It's working for my benefit. Now, whoever watched this video, he will laugh. Here we go. We have the book of Exodus in the front of us. It says that the master who beat his slave or servant, he will be punished. Who punished your prophet when he beat his slaves? And I will show you now, your prophet beating people too. He shall surely be punished. And actually, that book says, if you break a tooth of your slave, he is free. Do you know that? If you break a tooth of this person is free. So this is a self-volunteer slavery. Somebody owed me money. He cannot pay me. Or let us say I borrow a money from somebody and I cannot pay him. So I come to him and I say, can I work for you in return for the money? How many years? Let us say maybe your debt is only equal for 1 month, maybe 1 week, maybe a year, maybe the maximum of 6 years. Muhammad, he claimed that beating anyone he beat is a blessing to him. Muhammad, not only he beat people, not only Umar he raped, and Muhammad he beat. They cursed them, they humiliate them, they whip them, not beat them by hand, they whip. Muhammad, he claimed that he made the conditions on Allah, that anyone he beat, Allah will make it a blessing for him. Can you believe it? Let us find the hadith. Coward. Let us read together and laugh at your prophet. You know that a human being is not a property of your prophet, do you? And here, you Muslim, you made the women, look at this hadith in front of us, you made the women a property for sex. If a man, he called his wife to take off her panty, and he had many wives, and she did not come immediately, angels and Allah will be cursing her all night, and she will not go to heaven. Actually, here we go. This is the hadith. And guess what? It says Al-Albani, your favorite scholar, say it is muttafaqun alayh, agreed upon. And this is Bukhari and Muslim. He reported that God messenger as saying, "Oh God, I have entered into covenant, blah, 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 blah," okay? I am only a human. So if I have injured, revealed, cursed, or beaten a believer, make that for him a mercy. What is behind the story here? Two men, they came to Muhammad, and they did nothing. He just went so crazy, and he started beating the hell of them. What your prophet he do? He whipped them, he beat them, he cursed them, he said the F word to them. Aisha reported that two persons visited the filthy Muhammad, and both of them talk about a thing which I am not aware. But that annoyed him, and he invoked curse upon both of them, and heard malediction, whatever, and when they went out. And I said, "O Allah Messenger, the good would reach everyone, but it would not reach these two." So she said they are bad. I mean, otherwise why he would beat the hell of them? He said, "Why so?" She said, "Because he invoked curse and heard malediction upon both of them." He said, "Don't you know that I have made conditions on with my Lord? Thus, O Allah, I am a human being, that for a Muslim upon whom I invoke a curse or hurl whatever stupid things and make a source of a purity and reward." So according to you, you go to see your Prophet Muhammad. Your Prophet Muhammad, he whip your back. He cursed you, he said the F word to your father and your mother. And that supposedly is a blessing for you. And the Arabic it says, "Sababtuhu aw la'antuhu aw jaladtahu." Why you want to say such a language? What kind of a prophet he is? Sababtahu wa la'antahu. What is missing? So when we try to watch your video, it doesn't take us even few seconds to find that you are a fraud like your prophet. Garbage in, garbage out. And here everybody can see who is wearing burqa. Everybody. Everybody. Who don't see it? If there is any Muslim don't see it? A finger boy? The only religion who give a finger to their God. We give him finger too. You know that a human being is not a property. I wanted to watch the whole video, but I could not believe how stupid you are. I mean, your lies is beyond. I think he thinks that nobody is going to watch this video except Muslims and some naive Christians who do not know what Islam is about.
Person as a good person that I can see you are, you're just saying that. And let me just finish, okay? Like, I'll listen to you, you listen to me, we keep this conversation respectful, all right? You know that a human being is not your property, right? And when
You know, you son of Muta, I will wear the burqa. Let us see who's going to wear a burqa. You are already inside it. You're a prophet. He attacked Bani al-Mustaliq while the men are not aware. They were just feeding their cattle. He killed all the men, and he took all the women and the children as a property. But you know that a human being is not a property. You do know, right? Let us see different hadith. I mean, anyone can go right now and you will see that each caliphate there is a caliphate, his name is Harun al-Rashid. They call him Rashid, which means the wise man. He have more than 10,000 women. All what they do, just entertainment for him. Those are not for cooking. No. There's many more for cooking, serving, cleaning. There's women who they are so beautiful just to dance for him and for sex. You know that a human being is not a property. So what we see in front of us, he captured their women and children. Do you see it? How Safiya became in the bed of Muhammad. He raped her after he killed her father, her brother, and her husband in the same day. But you know that a human being is not a property, right? And not only that, the faith in Muhammad, he was giving those beautiful women to his own men. And when somebody told him, do you know that this woman, she is so good? And you gave her, you know, she, Dahya, he took her. So he sent for him, he says, okay, listen, Dahya, you know, take 4 other slaves and give her to me. And by the way, Dahya is the boyfriend of Muhammad. In case you do not know. Muhammad, in order to explain why Dahya ibn al-Kalbi used to come and stay all the night in his bedroom, he claimed that Jibreel, he looked exactly like Dahya. Can you believe it? This man who he claimed to be a prophet of God, let us give you the hadith. The angel of Allah, he could not find a face for him except a guy who live in the town, and he is the most handsome boy in the town. Al-Islamu su'alun wa jawab. Read carefully and die laughing. Burqa boy, Muta boy, Dahya al-Kalbi was the most handsome boy in Quraysh. Translate to English. The title: The coming of Gabriel, peace be upon him, in the image of Dahya al-Kalbi. Okay, and how Dahya al-Kalbi looked like, brother? He was the most beautiful man. Beautiful. Do you see it? The most beautiful. Any Muslim? What is this? So he come, he stay all night, and Ibn Abbas, he was a kid, and there's a place where they say they saw him in a special like position. We do not know what is that. The book does not explain. So Ibn Abbas, he said to him, isn't it this is Dahya? He said to him, no, this is Jibreel. So the most beautiful boy in the town is Jibreel. And this way, anytime they see this guy coming to the house of Muhammad, Muslim now, they will be confused. Is that Dahya or this is Jibreel? And you are talking about burqa. I don't know. I think we have enough humiliation for Muhammad for today. And we did laugh enough. And you know that a human being is not a property. Come on, you know. So you coward. You go to a Christian woman claiming that Islam is against having a human being as a property. When you rape them, you jail them, you capture them, and now, until now, you Muslims own property, which is a human being, until now. We are not done with ISIS yet.